Alright, well, we're gonna get into another Legends Day today, and we'll try to do some justice. You know what I mean? We, we're gonna try to make Lalo work. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna let Supercell put Lalo in the grave, and one thing that I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna take out the haste spell for another invis. And the reason I'm doing that is because you see how I have 6 rocket balloons now in my army comp? Well, I saw it on Esports Pro War Match. You can actually use an invis spell to actually set up a flame flinger because you invis these 2 defenses, so then your uh, rocket balloons can actually get to the X-bow or whatever it is. But yeah, that's what we're gonna try to do. And I still think that Supercell needs to go back to the old Legends, because like doing Legends every day is simply just not fun. Uh, I'm like actually as I'm speaking right now, this is actually a voiceover because these 2 videos, they're just very negative, and I'm just like raging the whole time, and it's just like I don't know, it's not pleasant to watch or listen to, and like it's not like a funny rage like Jinxie. I don't know if you know who Jinxie is, but Jinxie, he's a Clash Royale YouTuber, very famous, very popular, like 5 million subscribers, but he's like funny rage. Like when I rage, it's just like sad and depressing and like angry, but yeah. So I'm actually just doing a voice recording right now, but I still think that I think Legends is too difficult, man. Like I think it's like I understand making Legends harder, but I think it was too extreme when they made it, cuz right now enemy heroes do 20% more damage, and defenses do 20% more damage as well. And I just think that that's like I don't know, I just think it's ridiculous to do. Watch my warden right here, dude. He gets wrecked. I put a rage on him, and just because of that extra mortar, he's just cooked. He's dead, and it's just there's nothing I can do about it. I had to use every single spell to keep him alive, and it just still just doesn't work. So and it's so hard to enjoy. You know what I mean? It's just so difficult to have fun when like I try to do this in the evening, like I said, and I've been saying the same thing for the last uh I don't know, but a while. But I need to just shut up about it. I mean, let's be real. Supercell is not gonna listen to the people, and they're not gonna fix or change Legends anytime soon. Or I don't think so. Because I mean, like if you think about it this way, Root Riders have been the meta for almost 2 years now, if not 2 years, and nobody likes the meta of Root Riders. Nobody does. But, you know, Supercell doesn't listen to the people, and they're like, oh, well, instead of just nerfing Root Riders and just making them not super powerful as compared to everything else, they're like, well, let's just make Legends in hard mode, so then it's impossible for everything else to really do good, unless you're a pro, but Root Riders and Dragons. They're like, that's a fantastic idea. And it's like, no, it's really not, because now, like, I'm trying to make Lalo work because that's my thing, and I'm not going to give up on Lalo. I'd rather just quit the game than really do something else, if I'm being honest with you. And it's already like, well, the game's so hard now. What's the use in, like, I might as well just make it even a little bit harder, you know what I mean? Trying to make Lalo work, but still be able to post Lalo content, because that's kind of like my thing for like my YouTube channel is like, I post Lalo attacks, and nobody else does anymore. So, it's kind of like my thing now. But, yeah. So, that's my whole standpoint on the whole new Legends thing. I think it's... If they could... Like I said in the last video, I think I did anyway, if they just made Legends, like, 5%, like defenses do 5% more damage, and then like enemy heroes do like 10% more damage, I think that would be perfect. Like that would be a perfect balance between like it being not too easy. Like, if you make a bad mistake, you're probably not going 3-star, but then not too hard to where, like, you can do pretty much everything perfectly and not 3-star. You know what I mean? But, it's whatever. So, we're gonna keep trying. Actually, what I'm thinking of doing was, earlier today, because I think I recorded this video, I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. I don't even know. I lose track of time pretty easily. But I've actually been messing, instead of taking 2 rage spells, actually just taking an overgrowth spell, and I was using it in friendly challenges, and it did really good. And I attacked today, and I didn't record today's hits because I didn't know how it was gonna go, and probably just gonna be negative. I really need to try to figure out how to not be angry at this game. But yeah. So the overgrowth spell is actually really nice because if you send your heroes into the base and like they're getting fried by like a fire spitter, or your warden's getting fried by a fire spitter, you can use the overgrowth to just like keep your stuff alive, and it works really nicely. It pairs really nicely. Today I did bad. By the way, on this attack right here, I feel like I execute it perfectly, and I get like an 85%. Because this was the one where I was like, it like really agitated me, or just like really just like, it was one of those attacks where it's just like, okay, dude, like this was the point where it's like, okay, this is ridiculous. I literally did this perfectly, and I wasn't even close to 3-starring. But anyway, back to the overgrowth thing. So, the whole overgrowth thing was, it's super nice. It's super nice to have, and today I didn't do good with, like, I did okay. It wasn't horrible, and it wasn't good either. I was plus 237, 236. I 3-starred 3 times, but I had a 1-star in there. That was kind of like the nail in the coffin for having a good day, because I thought, I don't know, I just put too much faith in my warden taking the town hall with the RC, and the monolith was there, and they just died. So, and I should have just sent my heroes with the king, or with the warden, and it wouldn't have 1-starred, and it would have been like a 98, like a 90 or high 80%. So that's what I should have done, but that was kind of like what made the attack bad. And then I had another attack that was basically a 1-star. It was like a 60% 2-star, but trophy-wise, it's like basically a 1-star. Just because my warden just died. Like, as soon as I shot my fireball, he just walked forward, and he just perished. Like, there was just nothing I could do about it. The minion prince is so strong on defense, and it's bad when your warden has to walk, like, a certain distance to get to defenses, because there's that split second while your warden is walking, the healers aren't healing him, and that's how he died today. It actually wasn't the minion prince. It was just like an X-bow, maybe 2 X-bows, maybe it was an X-bow and a multi-archer. I can't remember, but either way, he was just walking forward, and for like, I don't know, second and a half, but there was just that second or second and a half where the healers just weren't healing him, and I tried to use spells to save him, but just, it was too much. He was already too low. The spells didn't have time to, like, catch up with all the damage that he had taken. He just died, so then I was just fucked, you know what I mean? Like, there was nothing I could do about it, so I was like, well, let me just salvage the 2-star so I don't 1-star. I don't know. It was bad. So, that's how today's Legends went. Like, as I'm sitting here, I'm actually just sitting here, just doing this voiceover, kind of explaining things, and then I'm gonna go goon silly style after that. But that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, like that attack I just did, like, while I'm looking at it, I feel like I executed that like pretty much perfectly. Like, I could have had a better plan, and it would have 3-starred, obviously, but for the plan that I had and that I came up with in 30 seconds, I literally executed it to perfection. You know what I mean? And then, like I can already tell you, I remember this attack too because it really pissed me off. It was just my bad. Like, I just completely messed up the invis, and just like, I was just like, fuck. You know what I mean? But this one, it was just my fault. Just like straight up, I should have 3-starred this one. But yeah. Hold on, gotta get a drink of water real quick. Okay, but yeah, you can see this attack. Like, also, I don't know. It feels like some bases when you can't get any flame flinger value, it feels like now with warden walks you're just like fucked. Now, I can't say that because dark. I watch Dark Clash of Clans, and that dude is just so freaking good at warden walks. He uses fireball rocket balloons, but he's just so freaking good. It's just crazy. But I feel like I'm not a bad player by any means, but I feel like I'm not. Obviously, I have a top 500 finish with Fireball Lalo in the old Legends, but I feel like now it's just like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, but I shouldn't like have to be a pro to be good at do good now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know. I looked at my average, like because there's a bot in my Discord where you can like go and like see what your average is. I messed that freeze up really bad, by the way. I was trying to freeze the town hall, but I average 247 right now, and that's with no with like I've attacked every day so far this season. Like last season, I averaged like in the old Legends, I averaged like it was like 305 or like 307, but on the bot on Discord it actually said like I think it said 298 because the first like 5 days or whatever of the season I just didn't attack, so I was taking a break. So it kind of skewed in that aspect. But actually, I did the math, added up all the days, and I averaged like 307, 305, something like that, which is good. But yeah, now it's just like, it's so hard to like, when I'm so used to like actually like doing good and like 3-starring, it's so hard not to get irritated now. And that's the main issue. But we are going to make Lalo work. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to give up, but I'm not actually going to. I do like the game. Like, I really do like Clash of Clans. Just right now, it's just a little shitty. You know what I mean? Hopefully, they'll do something about it. Maybe make it just a little easier. Maybe just like 10% or 5% less, like, damage for defenses or more. Sorry. But, yeah. But we're going to make Lalo. We're going to make it work somehow. Because I was doing really good in friendly challenges. Like, uh, I was doing really good. I swagged my Lalo in this one guy's base. It was kind of a shitty base, though, I'm not gonna lie. This guy, Turb, his base. I think it was just a shitty-ass base, if I'm being real. But yeah, we get into this next attack, and, it's just crazy, so, yeah. So, like, again, obviously on this base, you want to just, like, fireball the rage section. It's just, there's more value down there. The rage is more, I think a rage is more valuable to take than a poison nowadays. Just because rage, like defenses that do 20% more damage and are raged up, like, oh my goodness. That's crazy, sir. There's also just no flame flinger value on this page, which was kind of bad. Yeah, we're gonna ice block the warden and try to not mess that invis up. I actually did good on the invis placement on this attack. But see, look, too much. See, like if you shoot the invis, or bro, I swear to God, bro, shoot the invis. It's like, what are you talking about? But anyway, yeah, when you shoot the fireball after that, like in one of those aspects, you gotta premeditately, like, that's not even a fucking word. But you gotta place the invis like sooner to save him, like another invis or a freeze or something or a rage to save him because he just dies so quickly. Because just that last hit, just that split second of the warden not getting healed just decimates him. I mean, there's like nothing you can do. That's why I think it's ridiculous for like fireball users, because like if you're not a pro, it's so hard to like identify that like before you attack, and it's really hard to actually do it in the attack. It's very difficult. Another thing that came to mind is if you're going to, in order to, because I was doing friendly challenges today, and like a big thing was like if you're gonna set up a flame flinger, it's hard to do because it's, you know, you need to keep an eye on the ward and all that stuff. But try to place the warden and then set up the flame flinger, because especially if you're using like an invis to set it up as well, as long with, by the way, I think if you use one invis and 3 rocket balloons, you don't have to use an invis, but just if you need the rocket balloons to get in a little deep past some defenses, you can use it to get an expo. But I think 3 rocket balloons takes down an expo. Might be 4, but it's 3 or 4. Just a little pro tip. But yeah, so you need to place the warden first because you waste too much time setting up the flame flinger if you're using like an invis or rocket balloons. Like, start the warden walk and then go set it up. Otherwise, you'll get like, if you execute everything else good, you'll get like a 97 or something. At least that's what I found. So it's another tip. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I'm looking through all these like the chat. Yeah, I'll try to get into another attack. Now this attack, I remember this one just because this one actually this one made me happy. I was actually like you'll see, I think right here I use a no, I don't use an invis, but this one I swag my Lalo. Like, I really do. If you count a lava hound and 16 balloons of Lalo, yeah, I swag my Lalo because it was just such a perfect base, and I got so much flame flinger value. It was crazy, but I really do swag my Lalo. So like, the game's not impossible, like I often say it is. You just have to have a super good plan, and you have to execute it very well, and you have to keep your warden alive. I can just not stress that enough. Just like, waste every spell, do whatever, just keep him alive, keep his dumbass alive somehow. Like, this dude, he is just, I don't know. That boy, he sucks, bro. He has no health, like, whatsoever. They need to buff the warden. Just more health. That's all they need to do is give him. That would honestly make it so much easier. I didn't need that invis for the monolith, but I wasted that too. But yeah, man, in the new Legends, I'm literally probably the only dude who uses Lalo. There's no way anybody else uses Lalo. There's no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. No, there's probably a few guys trying to use Fireball Lalo. Still some crazy bastards like me. Just valid. Supercell, they're like determined to make Lalo extinct. They really are, dude. They just want everybody to spam Root Riders and Dragons. Like, I swear, dude. That's what they want everybody to do. That's fine, but I don't know, it makes the game kind of boring. Because, like, they're like, oh, we'll make the game funner making it hard. And it's like, yeah, but it doesn't change the meta. Every single attack is still Root Riders. It's like, you gotta make Root Riders not the best attack in the game if you don't want anybody to use them anymore. But I don't think that's the thing. I don't think that they want the meta to change. I just think people were complaining about the game being too easy. And it's like, well, yeah, it's too easy for people who are actually good at Root Riders, who like, and then you're like actually good with them. And then it's like you do really good because they're already so strong. A swag Lalo is crazy though. Sorry to get off topic, but that's crazy. Like that's actually insane. It was funny. Those guys in the clan, I showed that replay to the clan. People were like, "Oh, I want your army, Mikey. Like, can you share that army?" And I was like, "Sure." And it's just funny because they're gonna use it, and they're gonna 1-star or get like a 60%, and then they're gonna go right back to Root Riders or Dragons. It's just funny because it's like that one attack can like skew your whole thinking, and then being like, "Oh, this attack is so freaking good. Like, this is the new meta." But then it's like, well, it's just one attack, and it's like, then they're gonna use it, and then figure out it's like, like not like Fireball Lalo, but now it's like super hard, but it's also just it sucks, dude. Like it's such a hard attack. Like Fireball Rocket Balloons is just way better. It is. It really is. Like I just want to make Lalo work just because I'm stubborn and it's just my thing, you know what I mean? I'm determined. Like I don't want to use anything else. So, but if you actually want to use a Warden walk, the best Fireball attacks, I would say, are probably Fireball Rocket Balloons and Fireball Super Yetis. Like, that's just the way it is. But I'm determined to make Lalo work. By the way, on this base, I don't think I need to explain, but just, like, Fireball something in the core. I'm gonna be honest, there's no point in even fucking, like making, like, a how, or, like, even explaining, like, what to do or what I'm doing, because it's like, dude, I don't know, I feel like there's just no point. Because it's like, dude, there's no way you're gonna actually use this in Legends. Like, there's no way. There's one guy who, he comments on my video. He actually used it. He said he was doing good with it in war and stuff, which is in normal mode. But shout out to that guy. That guy's cool. He wants to make Lalo work too. So I respect that guy. It's pretty sick. He actually like stick with it because like it's super frustrating. It's very hard. By the way, on this attack, I placed my RC over to the left. Not the left, bro. The right. And I should have used it to secure the town hall, but I didn't. So I was like, while I was doing this tag, I was like, oh shit, it's either gonna be a 3-star or a 1-star. And fortunately for me, it's a 3-star because the giant is too insane. The giant is the goat. The giant, he's be popping his shit on a whole nother level. He really is, man. My warden almost died. You see that? Like, it was just a split second of defense of the fire spitter and the fucking multi-gear, and he just lost all of his health. It's crazy. But yeah. I'm determined even if I do bad, like I am, like I'm not doing good. A good average now is probably like anything from like 270 or more. Like if you average like 270, you're like really good, I would say now. Like you're like a pro player. But yeah, I average like fucking like basically almost rounded up just to make me feel better. 250. Which isn't far off, but still 250 is a lot. Or not 250, what the fuck? The gap between 250 and 270 is a lot. Like getting 20 extra trophies every day doesn't sound like that much, but it is. It's a lot. So in this base, super spread out. So try to get as much fireball value as you can. And obviously you see 4 rocket balloons. Well, I guess it probably only need 3. But anyway, set up a flame flinger. If you can use a flame flinger, by all means do it. Even if there's just a little bit of value, use it. It's just so good. If you can actually get value with it. But also start your warden walk first before you do it. I probably just straight up fail in this base, but I don't remember. But definitely start the warden first and then set up your flame flinger so you don't waste any time like I did. I don't use the overgrowth in this video, and I already said that, but obviously you can see that, but I really like the overgrowth. I just think it's very nice. It's also kind of aura, you know what I mean? Because, like, you never see a fireball user running an overgrowth. It's, like, rare as fuck, but it's aura. It's pretty sick. But, on this one, you gotta fireball the multi, so you can get both things out and get, like, the entire core. So, that's where, like, 5 invises, like, come in really handy. Because you can set one up. Like, you can either shoot a super deep fireball and, like, where you don't want to walk the warden as deep and use all 5, or you can use one to set up a flame flinger. That's why I use 5 instead of a haste spell. But using 5 is really nice. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but 4 balloons pulls the warden. And for some reason, I want to say 3. See, I'm sorry to dude, I get so off track. But you see that fire spitter, how it just cooks everything? If I had an overgrowth there instead of the rage that I just wasted because I get caught on ice golems, not that I would 3-star, but I would probably do a lot better just because that fire spitter's not just cooking everything. So I could have overgrowthed the fire spitter and that multi, and I could have Lalo'd that entire back end. That's why. But you see, my Lalo just gets decimated by the multi and the Archer Queen. Mostly the multi. But if I had the overgrowth, I could have overgrowthed it, and it would have been... Probably would have 3-starred, honestly. Well, maybe not. Time is a super big issue. This might be a time fail in itself. Yeah, it is. That's another reason, just not that starting the warden first would have made it 3-star, but, maybe. It would have been closer. So, that's why I always just start the warden first. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I changed the top of my base, like above the Mikey part, to cock. That's what it says if you sound it out. This base is a menace, by the way. Like, there's no flame flinger value whatsoever. I guess there is, but it's just almost impossible to get to. Like, this base is a menace. It's bad. This was the last base for the day. What did I do on this base? I don't remember what I did. I used 2. Huh. That's weird. Not that it, like, makes... I guess I just did it because I could shoot a short fireball, but dude, that hook tower... You think hook towers are bad in the center? Well, they're real bad on the outside. They're probably even worse on the outside, if I'm being honest with you. Just because, like, you can't really warden walk anywhere. Well, if it's on the outside, I mean, you can, but, like, you just don't get very good value. I get okay value, but it's not, like, super good or anything. I also could have got that. If I got that cannon out of the way, like, place my quakes a little better, this attack would have went a lot better. But I fucked up those earthquakes. But yeah, and then at this point, I'm just cooked. I have, like, no time. I gotta start all the stuff, and yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. Because that one cannon just absolutely fries the king. And you just gotta pop his ability so early. But if I just placed the earthquakes better, that wouldn't have happened. So that's another thing. Place your earthquakes good. I almost 1-starred this base, I think. Yeah, but not tomorrow. I'm recording this tonight. But tomorrow I'll record the video, or another video. Today, I'm not going to post today's hits just because I was testing with that overgrowth, and I still want to do a little bit more testing. And I didn't record it. Oh no, I should have, but I didn't. But, yeah. But, this attack gets shut down pretty easily. Like I say, I've said a million times, the game's too hard. It's really hard to like have fun when it's this hard. You know what I mean? Like it's nice because it gives you something to strive for, but it's like, let's be honest, we all had something to strive for in the old Legends, because I can guarantee you nobody 3-starred every single time like, in the old Legends, you know what I mean? So, like, unless everybody, or, like, a lot of people were just, just never missed an attack, like, I don't think there should have been anything done with Legends, if I'm being honest with you, because, like, we all, like, now it's something better to strive for, like, there's more room for improvement, but there was still room for improvement in the old Legends. Like, I didn't 3-star every time, and I know you guys didn't either. Like, nobody did. Nobody 3-starred every single time. You know what I mean? But I think what Supercell should do is just make Legends like the first hard mode that was ever introduced to the game. That would just be perfect. Like, that would just be the perfect balance of it being not too easy but not too hard. It would literally be perfect. Like, I should literally be a manager at Supercell or just give them ideas, because, like, I'm a genius, bro. I really am. Like, that's a perfect idea.